Hello, good afternoon, my dear students. Welcome to one more amazing session from Infinity Lane. How are you? This is Suresh, Faculty of Chemistry. Hi, Pari Yadav. Good afternoon. How are you all doing? Welcome to the session. आज हम चर्चा करने वाले इक्विलिब्रियम इन क्विक वन शॉट रिविजन सारे का सारा केमिकल इक्विलिब्रियम आयन की इक्विलिब्रियम में जो फार्मूलाज है जो कॉन्सेप्ट्स है क्वेश्चंस कैसे आ सकते हैं एक ही वक्त में आपको डिस्कस करने के तैयार हूँ सब लोग कैन यू प्लीज कंफर्म एम आई ऑडिबल कैन यू ऑल सी मी राइट वेरी गुड परी यादव गुड आफ्टरनून so let's see before going for this equilibrium I just want to take you for a slight motivation what Infinity Learn is doing for the students preparing for NEET examination. And you can see there are 4 students that is given Ashrita, Akhil Verma, Hemadyuti and Sachinarayan. So you can check this score in 2023 and 2024. You can see 2023 she got Ashrita got 310 marks and 661 marks in 2024. There is an increment of 351 questions, 351 marks. And also you can see Hemadyuti, she got 310 marks in 2023 and 652 marks in 2024. There is a huge increment of 342. Yeah, hi Bazid Mir, hi, how are you? And you can see Akhil Verma who got 2023 just 313 marks, in 2024 658 marks, 345 marks increment. Similarly, Sachinarayan got 330 marks in 2023, he got 650 marks in 2024. There is a 320 marks increment. And you can see how this score is almost doubled, how it is possible. Abhishek, hi, good afternoon. Infinity Learn, the teachers and the program what we run has that ability, and these students followed the Infinity Learn program and they scored the score like this. And are you ready to get the same for that, right? Very good. And you will be the next for 2025 examination because you are also following the Infinity Learn lessons. So for that we strongly recommend attend everyday class without any fail. If you are not able to attend, you please watch the recording even on the YouTube platform. Please follow us and share with your friends these sessions and subscribe to Infinity Learn NEET YouTube channel and crack your NEET examination and reserve your medical seat in the premium medical colleges. Yeah, थोड़ा short video बनाइए कर हाँ इतना long नहीं है थोड़ा सा short है आज. Okay. So Infinity Learn, you have the preparation for the NEET examination. In that journey with Infinity Learn, we have Infinity Learn app. In that Infinity Learn app, you have live classes, you have mock test, you have create your own test, and also 24/7 doubt removal resolutions at any time. And also we can see Infinity Learn is there on the social media, Instagram, Facebook and Telegram channels and all. So especially for the Telegram channel, my dear students, the link is given in the description box. You can join in the Infinity Learn Telegram channel where you will be having a daily quizzes, session schedules and session notes and session assignments and many more. And when you just go for this Infinity Learn Telegram channel, इसमें फायदा उठाने की कोशिश करो. And also India's first artificial intelligence coaching is given by the Infinity Learn. आजकल आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस का हलचल ज़्यादा चल रहा है ना. हाँ बढ़िया. सो हमारा इन्फिनिटी लेन में AI assist, goal setting, set your academic and skill enhancement goals. And also you will be having awesome classes with awesome faculties from the Infinity Learn, live classes. And also test paper analysis. आप जो टेस्ट देते हैं ना, ये टेस्ट जो एनालिसिस AI generated analysis, performance reviews. And also you will be having a self study like learn, practice and revise, like the conceptual videos available हैं, mock test and practice test भी available हैं. and flashcards for the revision, quick revision भी available है. And also doubt resolution by 24/7, it is powered by AI. And any doubt at any time, the doubt is going to be one click away, so that your doubt is going to be automatically resolved. And while it, just scan the QR code and you can enjoy the journey with AI. And also you can see India's largest scholarship examination, score examination. And to write this, why this is India's largest scholarship examination? It's very simple. Why this is India's largest scholarship? Because the scholarship worth of 1 crore rupees is given to the student community. And also study setup and laptop, educational allowances, and right up to 100% scholarship. Everything is available. While late, click the link that is available and enroll yourself. And you may be related to Infinity Lane, or you may be from any other school or college. Still you are eligible to write this examination, and this score examination is for you, and it is purely online, and sit at home and you can write this score examination. It is for everyone, right? And also finally, before going for the session, बच्चों, NEET 2025 ऑल इंडिया टेस्ट सीरीज पैक, एंड ये पैकेज में क्या क्या चीज मिलेगा आपको? आपको मिलेगा 27 AITS टेस्ट, उसमें 13 यूनिट टेस्ट है, 4 पार्ट टेस्ट एंड 10 ग्रांड टेस्ट है, एंड इट इज प्योरली बेस्ड ऑन नीट प्रिपरेशन. आपका नीट का जो सिलेबस निकला हुआ ना, एंड यूज दैट. एंड आई एम गोइंग टू arrange a special session for the NEET syllabus chemistry, and ये chemistry last 5 months का plan कैसे देना, हर चीज़ उसमें दिखाने का कोशिश करता हूँ. and 20 online NEET full syllabus mock test भी है, and 25 NEET topic wise previous year questions, and 3 physics chemistry books along with video solutions on the app, and detailed solutions and performance reports for every test, and benchmarking with Sri Chaitanya students. And it was 10,000 made into 5,999, and because of the huge demand by the students, YouTube 50 off अगर आप कूपन कोड एंटर कर रहे हैं ना, आपको मिलेगा 2,999 तक. एंड वायलेट डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में आपका लिंक तैयार है, एक बार दबाओ and you just enjoy this special discount of this. Bazid Mir, Abhishek and Pariyadav, are you ready to continue? We are jumping into equilibrium, one short revision. So अभी तक बच्चों इतना मेहनत किए आप लोग, so most of the syllabus on even in the YouTube platform is completed. Still, I am insisting, my dear students, you have to revise the concept many times, and you just get in touch with each and every concept, micro-sized concept, and you can enjoy it. है ना? चंदी, हाँ, अगर कुछ डाउट है ना तो feel free to use this chat box and you can discuss your doubts with me. ओके, दैट्स वेरी गुड. इक्विलिब्रियम 11th स्टैंडर्ड में चलता है ना, आप फायदा उठाने की कोशिश करो हमारा सेशन में अभी. ओके, लेट्स स्टार्ट द इक्विलिब्रियम. सो तो सारे के सारा जो एग्जाम्पल है एंड सो फार्मूलाज हैं हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, एंड इट इज़ ओके फॉर यू बेटा. ओके, जय चांदी माता. ओके, चंडी माता. ओके, राइट. ओके, एनीवेज, let's say a reaction A moles of A and B moles of B gives rise to product like C moles of C and D moles of D, and this is at equilibrium, right? At equilibrium, so let us talk about this rate of forward reaction. RF, I just want to give you, is equal to KF, rate constant for the forward reaction, given as A moles of A and B moles of B, and this is according to law of mass action, and Goldberg and Wedge is given, and the rate of reaction is directly proportional to the active mass of the reactant whose term is raised to the power of their स्टॉइकियोमेट्रिक कोएफिशिएंट्स, है ना। एंड मान लो ये फॉरवर्ड रिएक्शन है, ये बैकवर्ड रिएक्शन है। अगर आप बैकवर्ड रिएक्शन को पकड़ना चाहता हूँ, दैट इज इक्वल टू के बी एंड सी मोल्स ऑफ सी एंड डी मोल्स ऑफ डी, है ना। सो मैं क्या बोलना चाहता हूँ, स्टेट ऑफ इक्विलिब्रियम क्या होता है, रेट ऑफ फॉरवर्ड रिएक्शन एंड रेट ऑफ बैकवर्ड रिएक्शन दोनों बराबर होना चाहिए। सो एट द स्टेट ऑफ इक्विलिब्रियम at the state of equilibrium, rate of forward reaction is equal to rate of backward reaction. इसी का कारण kf and a to the power a and b to the power b is equal to kb c to the power c and d to the power d. Okay, so if you take this as kf by kb is equal to c to the power c d to the power d upon a to the power a and b to the power b. So I just want to mention here what is a Ka and Kf. Kf is rate constant, it's a constant for the forward reaction. Kb is the rate constant, that is a constant for the backward reaction. Ratio between these two constant is going to be another constant, that is called equilibrium constant, that is called K equilibrium constant. So मैं क्या बोलना चाहता हूँ, K equilibrium constant is the ratio of rate constant of forward reaction, rate constant of backward reaction. That is what you say law of chemical equilibrium. Bajid Mir, Abhishek, Pari Yadav. ओके, अगर कुछ डाउट होने तो आप पूछ सकते। एंड आपको क्या देना, इक्विलिब्रियम कांस्टेंट के इज द रेशियो बिटवीन रेट कांस्टेंट ऑफ फॉरवर्ड रिएक्शन एंड रेट कांस्टेंट ऑफ बैकवर्ड रिएक्शन बच्चों। एंड इक्विलिब्रियम कांस्टेंट इन टर्म्स ऑफ molar concentration is said to be Kc, that is Kc is equal to C active mass to the power C and D active mass to the power D and A and B. And not even the active mass is taken in the mole per liter. If you take the molarity, concentration का मतलब molarity mole per liter, that is called as a Kc. If you take this the active mass in terms of partial pressure, that is going to be Kp. So the Kp is equal to partial pressure of C to the power C and partial pressure of D to the power D upon partial pressure of A to the power A and partial pressure of P to the power P. And you can also take equilibrium constant in terms of mole fraction, and ये काफ़ी important है, ये मोल फ्रैक्शन आता है आपको इक्विलिब्रियम कांस्टेंट Kx इज इक्वल टू मोल फ्रैक्शन, सो यू हैव टू टेक CDAB, आपका जैसे मोलार कॉन्सेंट्रेशंस, पार्शियल प्रेशर्स एंड इट इज मोल फ्रैक्शंस. होप यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग. अगर कुछ डाउट है ना तो चार्ट बॉक्स में आप पूछ रहे हैं सीधा. वेरी गुड. नाउ आगे बढ़ता इसका रिलेशन क्या होगा. सो रिलेशन बिटवीन द Kp एंड Kc ये काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है. हमारा जो क्लास में सिर्फ फॉर्मूला डिस्कस करने वाले. सो प्लीज़ ओपन ए पेन एंड पेपर एंड यू कीप राइटिंग दिस फॉर्मूलाज, राइट. दैट इज गोइंग टू बी Kp इज इक्वल टू KCRT टू द पावर डेल्टा n. KCRT to the power delta n. Where is delta n over here? Delta n is the number of moles, sum of the number of moles of gaseous products minus sum of the number of moles of gaseous reactants. That is given as Kp is equal to KCRT to the power delta n. अगर डेल्टा n 0 होगा तो if then Kp is equal to Kc. अगर डेल्टा n ग्रेटर देन 0 देन कभी Kp Kc से ज्यादा होगा. डेल्टा n लेस देन 0 देन Kp is लेस देन Kc. So these are the conditions where you are going to get a question in the NEET NCERT Express. Okay, bachcho. And consider relation between the Kp and Kx. Kp is equal to Kx, total pressure of the system to the power delta n. ये काफ़ी important है, ये बहुत ही important चीज़ का है. Are you getting or not? Right. And the temperature dependence on the equilibrium constant. मान लो at temperature T1 the equilibrium constant is called K1, and temperature T2 equilibrium constant is going to be K2. That K1 and K2 are explained on the basis of want half equation, that is given as log K2 by K1 is equal to delta H 2.303 or of 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2, where delta H is equal to enthalpy of reaction. Right? Now, the relation between the equilibrium constant and standard free energy change. At equilibrium, मान लो बेटा, at equilibrium, delta G is equal to 0. Delta G is equal to delta G naught plus 2.303 R T log Kc है ना. At equilibrium delta G is equal to 0, 0 is equal to delta G naught plus 2.303 RT log to the base 10 of Kc, and delta G naught इस तरफ लिखो माइनस डेल्टा G naught होगा 2.303. सो हम इतना डेराइव नहीं कर रहे हैं, कहीं कोई भी जो डेरिवेशन है काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है. 2.303 RT log Kc, तो ये भी ऐसे लिख सकते हैं डेल्टा G नॉट इज इक्वल टू माइनस 2.303 RT log K. सो ये एक्सप्रेशंस आप न्यूमेरिकल करने के लिए इस्तेमाल कर सकते, लेकिन सीधा एक्सप्रेशन वन ऑफ द ऑप्शन भी में आ जाएगा. सो नीट एग्जामिनेशन आजकल NTA आप पूछ रहे हैं व्हाट इज नोन एंड हाउ exact clarity you have about a particular concept is explored by the question paper, right? So it's very important. And the reaction coefficient, so Kc and reaction coefficient same दिखता है, लेकिन अलग अलग सिचुएशन में भी इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. हमारा जो Kc है ऐसे है ना. So Q is equal to C active mass to the power C, D active mass to the power D upon A active mass to the power A and C, B active mass to the power B. K भी है, Kc भी ऐसे है ना. ये दोनों का अंतर क्या होगा? And the condition makes it different. So it can be said that if Kc is equal to Qc, if Qc is equal to Kc, the system is at equilibrium. So both forward reaction and backward reaction takes place. So that in that reaction mixture, both reactants and products both exist simultaneously. And if Qc is less than Kc, reaction is not at equilibrium, reaction हमेशा आगे बढ़ने का कोशिश करता हूँ. So ये जैसे मिक्सचर में ज़्यादा प्रोडक्ट रहने का ज़्यादा संभावना है. So as the reaction goes in more forward direction, so more amount of this product can exist in that reaction mixture, right? That's very important. And if Qc is greater than Kc, that condition more amount of the backward reaction takes place. So as more amount of the backward reaction takes place in the reaction mixture, maximum reactant content will be there. So this is the exact way of understanding the Qc and Kc. Both are same, magnitude makes the difference. Any doubt? Now डिग्री ऑफ डिसोसिएशन अल्फा, ये चीज का ज्यादा से ज्यादा नीट मल्टीपल चॉइस क्वेश्चंस आने का संभावना है. In that you can say, if the alpha is the number of moles dissociated upon initial number of moles taken, if alpha fraction of molecule dissociated per one molecule is equal to percent of dissociation, that is alpha into 100. And you can say observed molecular mass and it is given as a alpha, the relation is given as this particular important thing is very important. It is alpha is equal to d minus d upon n minus 1 of d, and here it is given as d observed, this is observed vapor density and this is a calculated vapor density. So you know 2 into vapor density is equal to molecular weight. Mind it, 2 into vapor density is equal to molecular weight, and this is your observed vapor density. Okay, stay tuned. Please continuously ask doubts if you face any difficulty in understanding. And also you have Le Chatelier principle. So far in the NEET examination, so many questions are being asked in the NEET based on the Le Chatelier principle. If the equilibrium has disturbed, it has disturbance by change in concentration or change in pressure, temperature, volume or inert gases. So what happens, it is going to disturb the equilibrium and the equilibrium is going to re-attain its equilibrium state. So effect of concentration, if the concentration is affected, you just see the QC value is going to be changed. So to reach the Kc and the QC is going to change. If the reactant concentration is increased, what happen, QC value is going to be decreased. So to maintain that, the Kc and QC wanted to make the equal together. So if the reactant concentration is increased, reaction always favors in the forward direction. If the product concentration is increased, reaction always comes in the backward direction. Or the product concentration is decreased, reaction always going to the forward direction. Like that, you just find out the type of reaction and the type of gaseous products and what is changed, and you have to predict the direction of the reaction. And also effect of volume, this is very important. PV is equal to nRT इस्तेमाल करो. So अगर delta n is greater than 0, reaction will shift in the forward direction. If delta n is less than 0, the reaction will shift in the backward direction. If delta n is equal to 0, reaction has no effect. I mean to say, equilibrium has no effect. This is very important for effect of the volume. Okay, if you memorize this now, you can just simply look at the option, you can click that answer, right? Ready? Fine. And effect of pressure, you know, effect of pressure. अरे pressure and volume are inversely proportional जब तक temperature constant होगा. जो भी effect है volume का, the opposite effect you are going to get pressure का, है ना? Right? So like that, you find a smart way to study chemistry and memorize chemistry and apply chemistry. And you can see effect of pressure. If the pressure is increased at equilibrium, the reaction will try to decrease the pressure. Hence, the shift in the direction in which less number of moles of gases is product. So I want to say, if delta n is equal to 0, no effect. If delta n is less than 0, if pressure is increased, reaction आगे बढ़ने का कोशिश करता है, reaction हमेशा आगे बढ़ता है. If delta n is equal to greater than 0, if pressure is increased, reaction वापस आने का कोशिश करता है, आगे कम जाना है. That's very important. So effect of introduction of the inert gas, addition of the inert materials like helium you can introduce, neon you can introduce. Sometimes nitrogen is introduced where the nitrogen has no reaction in that. Okay, anyways, if you introduce द इनर्ट गैस एट कांस्टेंट वॉल्यूम व्हाट हैपन, उसका कुछ प्रॉब्लम ही नहीं है. सो इफ यू इंट्रोड्यूस इनर्ट गैस एट कांस्टेंट वॉल्यूम ना, अंदर का टोटल प्रेशर बढ़ेगा लेकिन पार्शियल प्रेशर यही होगा क्योंकि असली रिएक्टेंट का एक्टिव मोल्स सेम होगा. सो एक्टिव मास सेम, जब तक एक्टिव मास सेम होता है तब तक इसका रिएक्टिविटी एंड इक्विलिब्रियम कांस्टेंट एंड एक्सप्रेशन इज गोइंग टू बी द सेम. बहुत बढ़िया बात है. बट स्टूडेंट्स आर गोइंग टू गेट कन्फ्यूज एट कांस्टेंट प्रेशर एंड कांस्टेंट वॉल्यूम. बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ है उसमें. इफ इनर्ट गैस इज एडेड टू दिस, maintain the pressure is constant. At constant pressure, simply use the logic of the constant volume or the change in the number of moles for the effect of the pressure, opposite effect of the pressure. You can say if delta n is equal to 0, there is no effect. Delta n is less than 0, the reaction will shift in the backward. इसका forward होगा ना. And delta n is equal to greater than 0, reaction will shift in the forward. इसका backward होता है ना. Opposite effect of the pressure, that is the trick. Opposite effect of the pressure, that is the trick. Follow my tricks during the class. You are going to excel the examination, and believe us, definitely will do. Right, beta? Any doubt? And effect of temperature for endothermic process and exothermic process. For exothermic process, if temperature is increased, reaction will come back. For endothermic process, as temperature increases, reaction go in the forward direction. That is given. Delta H is positive, means endothermic, temperature increases, reaction forward direction. And delta H is negative, it is an exothermic process. As temperature increases, reaction goes in the backward direction. Fine. So learn the subject in a crystal clear way. Learn the subject in a crystal clear way, है ना? And also talking about the ionic equilibrium. In this ionic equilibrium, we can say Oswald dilution law. This Oswald dilution law says, I just want to say, let's say CH3 COOH, it ionizes to gives rise at equilibrium CH3 COO minus and H plus, and at initially C moles are taken 0 and 0, and C minus C alpha, alpha is the degree of ionization बच्चों, it is going to be C alpha and C alpha, right? इसका Ka कैसे लिख सकते हैं? देखो, Ka can be written as CH3 COO minus and H plus CH3 COOH, right? And इसका जगह में Ka is equal to C alpha and C alpha and C minus C alpha. It can be written as Ka is equal to C square alpha square upon C of 1 minus alpha. And you can strike it, no problem. So you can say this as Ka, acid dissociation constant, is equal to C alpha square by 1 minus alpha. So that is what you say, the dissociation constant, acid dissociation constant. Alpha is degree of dissociation, C is called concentration of the acid. And I want to say, for weak acid, alpha is too small. Generally it's very small. So what happened? 1 minus alpha denominator में आप ignore कर सकते हैं बच्चों. So Ka is nearly equal to C alpha square, and alpha आता है आपका, alpha is equal to root Ka by C. Ka by C. This is what you say Oswald dilution law. अगर Ka value increases, acidic strength increases, Ka value increases, acidic strength increases, इसका KH plus ion concentration increases. जैसे आपका basic values Kb value increases, basic strength भी बढ़ जाएगा. ठीक है बेटा? And follow this kind of quick revision, based on NCERT. Stick on to the NCERT. ठीक है? Right. So if you want to study this equilibrium chapter by yourself, it takes 3-4 days to finish all the concepts. बस हमारा जो हर दिन मेरा सेशंस में एक ही कॉन्सेप्ट एक ही दिन में खत्म करने का कोशिश करता हूँ. तैयार है? फाइन. And for that what I require is please join the regular sessions and take a pen and paper right along with me. ये YouTube classes completely free of cost. Okay, we are not asking anything. मैं हम लोग बच्चों लोग के लिए कुछ भला करने का कोशिश कर रहा हूँ इन्फिनिटी लर्न यूट्यूब चैनल से. सो आप भी कुछ भला करने का कोशिश करो, आप खुद पढ़ाई करो, अच्छा तरफ मार्क मिलो, मेडिकल सीट को जाना. एंड मेरा ख्याल से आप थोड़ा सा अटेंडेंस दे दो एंड लाइक मारो सेशन को, फ्रेंड्स को शेयर कर लो, join in the YouTube channels. That is going to be just the best you can do it for me, nothing more than that. ठीक है? And also properties of water. Water has a self ionization property. So water is going to ionize to give rise H plus and OH minus. Right? So if we take this as a constant, that is what we call it as the ionic product constant. It is Kw is equal to H plus dot OH minus. H plus dot and OH minus. हाँ, आप कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं तो 11th स्टैंडर्ड में है, पूरा 11th का है ना. And its value is experimentally found that 10 to the power of minus 14 mole square per liter square. Mole square per liter square. Molarity of this water at 25 degrees centigrade is given as 55.55. You can use this expression anywhere in ionic equilibrium and solutions and colligative properties में भी इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. And water being neutral, H plus should equal to OH minus. As temperature increases, Kw value increases. Right? It is experimentally found that is 1.0 into 10 to the power of minus 14 mole square per liter square. And if H plus is equal to OH minus is neutral, and if H plus is greater than OH minus is acidic, if OH minus is greater than H plus is called basic. And if pH is equal to, I am going to explain the pH scale as well. Acidity and pH scale. It is introduced by a scientist called Sorensen. So the pH is negative logarithm to the base 10 of the activity of H plus ions. I just want to say pH is equal to power of hydronium and is equal to negative logarithm to the base 10 of H plus ion concentrations. Right? सो H प्लस आयन कॉन्सेंट्रेशन मैं क्या पकड़ना चाहता हूं इसका, मेरा जो ट्रिक है ना, टेक द नॉर्मालिटी ऑफ एसिड. आपका जैसे बेस है, बेस कैन बी रिटन विथ OH माइनस POH इज इक्वल टू नेगेटिव लॉगरिथम टू द बेस 10 ऑफ OH माइनस concentration. For that we would say OH minus and concentration, it is the normality of the base. Don't take molarity, normality. So relation between normality and molarity, anybody in the chart box you can give, anybody in the chart box you can give. I am just observing. Bajit, मेरा अभिषेक. सो अगले क्लास में कुछ क्वेश्चन तैयार करने का आपको भेज दूंगा. ठीक है? राइट. सो रिलेशन बिटवीन द नॉर्मालिटी एंड मोलारिटी इनटू n फैक्टर. सो n फैक्टर का अलग सेशन आपको डिजाइन करने के 10 minutes वीडियो आई वांट टू मेक इट फॉर द n फैक्टर कैलकुलेशन. तैयार है आप? यस. I you want to game play TV? You Telugu, you want me to speak in Telugu? So तेलुगु में अलग चैनल भी है. I can speak हिंदी, इंग्लिश एंड मेनी लैंग्वेजेस. हमारा जो सेशन में अभी हिंदी जाना है. ओके बच्चों, कैन स्पीक इवन तेलुगु. ओके, यू वांट मी टू आस्क समथिंग इन तेलुगु, यू कैन आस्क, बट आई एम गोइंग टू रिप्लाई ओनली इन इंग्लिश, राइट? Okay, if pH is equal to negative log H plus ion concentration to the base 10. So तभी आपको H plus ion concentration होगा 10 power minus pH. आपका जैसा, हाँ यस, मान लो px is equal to negative logarithm to the base 10 of x. Okay, x is equal to 10 to the power of minus px. So like that you can say POH and pKa and Ka and pKb and Kb, these are the relations, and these relations can help you a lot for general calculations. Okay, any doubt? and और एक चीज है, अगर pH and POH, pH plus POH is equal to 14, and that I want to give you here. Yes, pH calculations of different types of solutions. So for a strong acids, for a strong base, Sri Chaitanya channel, of course, you can see me anywhere, right? Sri Chaitanya, Infinity Learn by Sri Chaitanya, mind it. Right? Okay. Anyways, if the concentration is greater than 10 to the power of minus 6 molar, then we can say in this case, H plus coming from the water can be neglected. You can consider the acid concentration only. If the concentration is less than 10 to the power of minus 6 molar, तभी इसका in case of H plus ion coming from the water cannot be ignored. का मतलब H plus ion concentration is equal to total is equal to H plus ion concentration given by the acid plus H plus ion concentration given by the water can also be taken. वाटर का H plus ion concentration कितना होगा? 10 power minus 7 molar होगा, है ना? That's very important. And for the strong bases, the same way you can say. And also pH of a mixture of two strong acids you take. Simply pH normality of the mixture you can take N1 V1 plus N2 V2 upon V1 plus V2, and N1 V1 is the number of H plus ion from one acid 1 solution, and this is N2 V2 is the acid 2 solution. So NCERT reading sufficient for inorganic chemistry? Why not? But each and every line has a meaning. So don't take what is written in the NCERT, but explore what that NCERT line want to convey something. There is a way to study inorganic chemistry, organic chemistry from the NCERT. I strongly prefer you need to keep NCERT along with you. Okay? And the pH of mixture of two strong bases AB ऐसे होता है N1 V1 plus N2 V2 upon V1 plus V2. Right, beta? And also you will be having pH of mixture of strong acids and strong bases. If N1 V1 is greater than N2 V2, I mean to say Na Va and Nb and Vb, you can say that is A stands for acid, B stands for base. So in that case acid जीत गया. So इसका कारण H plus ion concentration is equal to NaVa minus N2V2 upon V1 plus V2. You have to subtract acid minus base. अगर ये वाला बेस का concentration ज़्यादा है एसिड से कंपेयर करना तो, सो बेस जीत गया, बेस का OH माइनस निकालने का कोशिश करो. So then it is going to be base minus acid. समझे, base minus acid. Are you getting or not? Clear? And also pH of a weak acid, that is given from the Oswald dilution law. Ka is equal to C alpha square upon 1 minus alpha. If it is alpha is too small, Ka is nearly greater, is equal to C alpha square, alpha is equal to root Ka by C. So H plus ion concentration is going to be C alpha. इससे आप pH कैलकुलेट कर सकते हैं बच्चों. And pH of the solution of polyprotic acid, and this is also important, pH is equal to of pKa1 minus log C. What is this? Polyprotic acid. Whenever you want to make the calculations for a polyprotic acid, you will have Ka1, Ka2, Ka3. For that you take only Ka1 into the consideration, right? And also relative strengths of an acids. So this is very important consideration, right? So you have two acids, acid 1 and acid 2. Relative concentrations are taken. So the H plus furnished by the acid upon H plus furnished by the acid 2. So H plus ion concentration is given as a C alpha. So C1 alpha 1 upon C2 alpha 2. And if the mixture of two weak acids are taken, you can calculate the H plus ion concentration as C1 alpha 1 plus C2 alpha 2, and you can take them under root as well. So root C1 Ka1 plus C2 K2, right? And these are all applications of Oswald dilution law. ठीक है बेटा? If water is again considered the weak acid, the solutions, you need to say it is H plus is equal to root over C1 Ka1 plus Ca2 Ka2 plus 10 to the power of minus 14 is the consideration, because if that acid solution is too diluted, आप ये formula पकड़ सकते हैं. ठीक है? And also we'll go into the salt hydrolysis. So you have various types of salts. Salt of a strong acid and a strong base. Example, I just want to say sodium chloride, potassium chloride, potassium nitrate, potassium sulfate. They do not undergo hydrolysis. And their aqueous solutions is going to be neutral. pH is going to be 7. Right? And a solution weak acid and strong base ka, weak acid CH3 COO Na, weak acid strong base ka, and such solutions anionic hydrolysis takes place and the pH can be calculated, is going to be basic, so that 7 से ऊपर होगा, mean to 7 plus of pKa plus of log C. हाँ एक ही सेशन में परी यादव, एक ही सेशन में टोटल केमिकल इक्विलिब्रियम, आयनिक इक्विलिब्रियम एक बार दे रहा हूं 45 मिनट्स तक में. सो इतना जोर से और कौन पढ़ेगा? ओके, राइट. स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड एंड वीक बेस में और एग्जांपल दे लो परी यादव, यू आर गोइंग टू हैव अमोनियम क्लोराइड. इट इज अ स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड एंड वीक बेस, HCl का, अमोनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड का. सो उसमें कैटायनिक हाइड्रोलिसिस जाना है, so that it is going to be in acidic solution, so that 7 का अंदर pH होगा, pH is equal to 7 minus of pKb of minus log C. उसमें और एक चीज है, ये weak acid and weak base, you can say ammonium acetate, ammonium carbonate CH3COO NH4. In that both cationic and anionic hydrolysis जाना. Speed बढ़िया? Okay, no problem. Now in both cationic anionic hydrolysis takes place, उसमें एक चीज है, degree of hydrolysis concentration में depend करता ही नहीं. Okay, that's very important catchy point over here. So that pH is equal to 7 plus pKa minus of pKb. ठीक है? 7 plus of pKa minus of pKb. And this is about the salt hydrolysis. In this salt hydrolysis, You will be asked to calculate pH of a solution, and you will be having a question like which of the following is an aqueous solution is acidic or basic or something like that will be given. And also buffer solution. A solution which resists the pH change is called as a buffer solution, and that buffer is of two types. Buffer is of two types. It is of simple buffer and it is going to be mixed buffer. सिंपल बफर में आपका आएगा एक्वियस सॉल्यूशन ऑफ सॉल्ट ऑफ वीक एसिड प्लस वीक बेस. बस ये पीएच कैलकुलेट करने का मैं आपको एक फॉर्मूला दिया गया. यस, दिस इज द फॉर्मूला, यू कैन कैलकुलेट इट. ओके, सो दैट इटसेल्फ इज अ बफर थोड़ा सा. एंड ये मिक्सड बफर में आपका आएगा एसिडिक बफर एंड बेसिक बफर. एसिडिक बफर में क्या होगा? पर यादव पढ़ाई में मन नहीं लग रहा है का मतलब दिस इज द एक्चुअल सिचुएशन वेयर द स्टूडेंट इज अंडर प्रेशर. ये प्रेशर के हिसाब से पढ़ाई में इतना मन नहीं लग रहा है. सो इंटरेस्ट बढ़ने का कोशिश करो. पहले आप थोड़ा सा मेडिटेट करने का कोशिश करो. अगर आपको पढ़ाई के बारे में अगर कुछ एग्ज़ाम अच्छा तरफ लिखेंगे ना, ये अच्छा तरफ लिखने के बाद जो फील आता है, जो मार्क्स मिलेगा, ये एक्सपीरियंस करने का थोड़ा सा सोच लो आगे बढ़ के. सो ऑटोमेटिकली यू कैन डू इट. डोंट स्टडी एनीथिंग सो कॉम्प्लिकेटेड. स्टडी सच थिंग्स इन ए planned serial line way so that you can go directly in that streamline. So you are a very good student, Pariyadav, but you can do yourself the best, better than, more than anyone. For that belief system you have to develop, right? So as long as you believe in yourself you can do the best. है कि ना? वीक एसिड का CH3COOH एंड इसका साल्ट चाहिए CH3COONA. भवेश MKC क्या? बेसिक में इसका मिलेगा वीक बेस प्लस इट्स साल्ट ऑफ स्ट्रॉन्ग एसिड. सो वीक बेस अमोनियम हाइड्रोक्साइड प्लस अमोनियम क्लोराइड. ठीक है? व्हाट इज MKC बेटा? सो द बफर हैज इट्स रिजर्व एसिडिटी. हाँ, व्हाट इज MKC? आई डोंट नो इवन. ओके, a buffer has its reserve acidity and reserve basicity. And for acidic buffer, the pH can be calculated by Henderson-Hasselbalch equation. So pH is equal to pKa plus log salt by acid. For basic buffer, pOH is equal to pKb plus log salt by base. Right, beta? And also, buffer has its own capacity that is also called as the buffer index. That is given as total number of moles of an acid or alkali added per liter upon the change in the pH. Clear? And solubility and the solubility product. So solubility and solubility product for a sparingly soluble salts like AgCl, and it is sparingly soluble, gives rise an equilibrium Ag plus and Cl minus. So solubility product constant is equal to the product of the ions like this. For KSP for a salt, no, MKC, that is not wrong. Okay, Pariyadav, chhod do. Okay, anyways, Ksp for a given salt is given as x dot y, and S is the solubility x plus y. IUPAC भी चाहिए. IUPAC Bhavesh, IUPAC already we completed a session. You can watch the recordings. Okay. Anyways, you want me to conduct a rock solid questions from the IUPAC nomenclature, right? I will do it. Okay. And the condition for the precipitation, if ionic product for these a particular salt is greater than solubility product, precipitation occurs. So solubility decreased. If the solubility is greater than ionic product, precipitation do not occur. If the solubility product and ionic product दोनों बराबर होने तो क्या होगा, आपका saturated solution होगा. Okay, so we are done right from chemical equilibrium short form 2 and ionic equilibrium, and we have seen all the pH and buffers and salt hydrolysis and solubilities, and we had a great journey in this last 1 hour. Only equilibrium concept and total concepts are being discussed. So please attend our classes on a regular basis, so that a quick revision of each and every topic I just want to give you, right? So hope you enjoy my session. Thank you very much, and please like our session and subscribe to Infinity Learn NEET channel. Thank you very much. Signing off, Suresh, Faculty of Chemistry from Infinity Learn Studios. Bye bye. God bless you.